Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Straight Heat channel. Today we're doing another one-on-one, but today is a special episode because we're doing it with the owners of yesterday's fits. As you know, that's what we do all our one-on-one interviews at. So it's a special episode, especially because the 4-year anniversary is coming up. You feel me? 4 years in the game. So we just finna hop straight into this interview.
Sweet.
If you didn't know, we got Austin and we got Jesse. You feel me? So basically, just jumping into it, where did yesterday's fits come from?
That is a very loaded question.
Tough question off the bat.
Austin and I have a huge love for fashion, if you didn't already know that.
No,
but
I know.
It basically started out, I was super into clothing resale.
I was into shoes.
And he was into shoes. And so, long story short, from everything else when we were younger, that's where it started. We got to start reselling young. We got to start being into fashion when we were young. And so once we were to the age where we started to understand business a little bit, resell a little bit more on like a more global scale, like that's when we decided like, hey, yesterday's fits can actually be a thing. Like we can create a store. And I know it sounded simple what we just said, but it definitely was not. But that's the simple story behind it. Like that's where it started though.
Okay, so jumping into that, since you said like that sounded simple, but it wasn't. What was the toughest part of building your brand and like building the store to where it is today?
Doing the work yourself.
Yeah, that.
I mean, it's a lot of long days of boringness, tedious, stupid stuff that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
That you have to do.
Somebody gotta get it done.
Yeah, well, like it's a lot of people know how to resell stuff and they know how to buy, sell, trade, and do that kind of stuff. But it's like the background business part of it is
the management, the business, all that's the tough part.
And we're still learning every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like we're 4 years in and there's still stuff like literally yesterday that we were learning. And so that's the most difficult part. Trying to understand something that you didn't even know existed a day before. You know what I'm saying? So
especially after 4 years of being in it, it's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had the store for 4 years, so I mean you've probably had some of the craziest sneakers and stuff come in. So for each of you, what do you think is the craziest thing that you've gotten in the store, or like gotten to see or like put your hands on?
1984 Sky Jordans.
It's a pretty good one.
So before Nike had the contract to put Air on it, they did release the Sky. Got sent out to third world countries.
Once they had the contract.
Yeah, and one of our dudes at the time got us a pair of his from the Philippines when he was living there.
That's crazy.
So 1984 Sky Jordans.
Yeah. So like vintage.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and then
it's also the hype because it's Chicago's.
Yeah. And we had the whole collection of the Nike Easy 1's and 2's at the same time. And that was like Red October, Solars, everything. Blinks,
everything.
All of that at one time was pretty cool. Just like the history behind it.
We actually had all the first 350s too at the same time of that. I mean, Nike, Adidas difference, but
just the fact that we had the whole first run of all of them, that was really cool just to see from like a historical standpoint,
Jaspers.
like all of it at the same time. The Yeezy Jaspers, that was probably my favorite collection that we've gotten. But we've also gotten a few like Oregon PEs, which are really cool. And I'm just more sticking to the shoe side of it, but that was probably like the craziest collection we've ever had.
And then recently, I know you guys always been doing like the trading cards and like, but it's recently gotten bigger. So what's like one of those cards that you've gotten that's like ridiculous? Like
Zion.
I mean, we pulled a Zion autograph,
number to 25,
and that we actually just ended up selling for right under $7,000, which was pretty cool. Like I've had a few more in my collection that from when I was working at stores before we did all this that I've sold for a little bit more, but that was like the most recent one. That was both of ours.
That was a $20 flip into almost $7,000.
Yeah,
that's crazy just to think about, like that one card.
Yeah,
just
pretty much paid for my car, bro.
Basically. Okay, so jumping off the store topic, going into like your personal collections and things like that. So do you consider yourself like just a sneakerhead, or do you consider yourself like an overall hypebeast?
I think that's a loaded question on my end, because I would say a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
But anybody who knows me
He's
would say a hypebeast.
For a fact.
So because I base everything I do off my shoes. So in my head, I'm a sneakerhead first because that's how I base everything. But I match all my hype with my shoes. So.
Is there a third option?
I guess for you that would be like just vintage.
Yeah, like because I like my love is for like the vintage clothing. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I have hype beast sneakers on right now, some Travis stuff, but that's mainly because I really mess with Travis. Like I think everything business wise that he's doing is just amazing, and so fashion wise. So, but my main thing is like vintage clothing, but sneakers are obviously important. Like we have a store that is 50% sneakers, 50% clothing, so it'd be dumb of me not to care about the shoes part also. But
okay, so if you could wear any shoe for the rest of your life, I'm talking like Grail, like upcoming releases, like something you already have, and it had to be one shoe, what would it be?
Mine would be the Sean Witherspoon's, the 97 1's. That's my favorite shoe. My pair is to the point where it's like the corduroy is starting to like tear away a little bit and stuff like that, so I don't wear them as much as I used to. But the first year that I had them,
that was a daily shoe.
Yeah, the first year I had them, I was probably wearing them at least 4 days out of the 7 in a week.
You gotta give them a tee that says "These my beaters."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is like they got to that point, especially before I knew how to clean corduroy. I was like, "Ooh, he's getting a little beat. I gotta
lay off.
Yeah.
Mine is very tough because of all the different colors I like to wear. I would probably say the Travis 4's though, because of the blue.
Oh, those 4's, okay. Because I'm saying like you can get any.
That blue is my favorite color, and I feel like I could go with it. If not that, then Chicago's.
Okay. I would see you wearing Chicago's more.
Because that blue is hard to wear as a daily. The Chicago I can get more away with, but.
Yeah. I would say if I didn't go with the Sean's, I would probably go with Tom Sachs. Like I want those so bad, but obviously they're like $3,000 right now, so it's like I gotta wait for a beat pair to come in. But that's a shoe that I've wanted like since the first time I saw the photo, but I didn't really understand the whole story behind it. And then when they came out and they were reselling for like $600 to $700, I was like, man, I'll just wait until they go down a little bit, and then they never did. So
they won't.
Yeah, so if I get my hands on those, I could see myself wearing those.
Those are just gonna keep going up.
Okay, last sneaker question. What's the rarest shoe you have in your closet?
Mine's a little bit easier because I only have like 40 pairs. But what's mine?
That's a tough question.
The Solars for me.
Solars.
I have dead stock Yeezy Solars.
Me.
Nike. Yeah.
Dead stock.
Yeah. I actually got those as a gift for free. Shout out Mark Wilkins, but
that's a dog.
Yeah, he gave me those for free, so that was pretty cool.
Me, it's kind of tough. I got a couple different options, just depending on what you would consider rare. Because like the Milk Crate Blazers, the SBs, those you just don't see.
Facts.
Like you don't come across them. I have the Cause DCs. Those aren't even.
What are those? 100 pairs? 200 pairs? Something like that.
No, it's like 500 of them.
Okay. Oh, each color though.
Yeah, but you don't see them.
Not at all.
I have the Supreme Highs, the orange, the SBs.
Yeah.
You don't see those either. I mean,
you're shitting on me right now.
I'm sorry. I'm a sneakerhead though. Talk about clothes and you coming up. But yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of different little options. Depends on what you consider rare, but.
Okay. So, I mean, we done went over sneakers. We done went over how the store came up, and what you guys are doing now. So, like, what's next for YF? Like, what's the next move for yesterday's fits? What's coming up? Let the people know.
Because you already know. But no, we're just working. Our main thing is that we're really trying to like stabilize us as like a. We want people to come to Vegas and we're like a flagship. Like they have to come to yesterday's fits. If they're into fashion or sneakers, like
you know about it.
Yeah,
if you're planning a trip out here, you're like, okay, yesterday's fits. It has to be on that itinerary of what we're doing. At some point, sometime, it has to be on there.
But other than that, just like small expansion, like that's, and obviously you know the details behind that. We don't really want to say too much until we know what's going on. But just those two things, like really flagship, like we are where people want to go to, and then expansion somewhere down the line.
Good. I mean, that's gonna be it for today's video. We're gonna wrap up this 4-year anniversary interview. I appreciate you guys taking the time out your busy schedule to do this.
No problem, dude.
You know, I always consider you guys family.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. Until next time, we're gonna have all yesterday's fits information in the description below. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you follow YF and see what's coming up. Cause that 4-year sale is gonna be happening, bro.
Don't
be
miss
crazy.
it.
Don't
Don't
miss
miss
out.
it.
Don't miss out. All right, till next time, yo.